vā'vidyā kva avidyā kvāhaṃ kvedaṃ mama bandhaḥ mokṣaḥ svarūpasya rūpatā. Where is knowledge and where is ignorance? Where is I and where is this and where is mine? Where is bondage and where is liberation? Where is an attribute to the essential nature of the infinite self? The sequence in which this versus expression goes: first, to leave a realized CR is first to have left a realized CR is I and this. I and this and mine are born out of ego. With avidyā, I and mine, doership and enjoyership arise. Then raga-dvesha vasanas create thoughts which influence the mind to act in a particular manner. Then mind leaves along with the leaving of I. Once ego leaves, once avidyā is transcended, then the mind acting on the basis of ego-based raga-dvesha vasanas also leaves. Sattvic mind acting on the basis of intellect remains. Once the mind has left, then duality of knowledge and ignorance also leaves. About this, Sri Ramana explains clearly. Questioned by a devotee, how to know the I? Maharishi answers, the I is always there. There is no knowing it. It is not a new knowledge acquired. What is new and not here and now, it will be evanescent only. The I is always there. There is obstruction to its knowledge and it is called ignorance. Remove the ignorance and the knowledge shines forth. In fact, this ignorance or even knowledge is not for Atman. They are only overgrowths to be cleared off. That is why Atman is said to be beyond knowledge and ignorance. It remains as it is, as it naturally is. Unquote. The duality of knowledge and ignorance has left. Then the last to leave is the duality of bondage and liberation. Even the thought of difference between bondage and liberation leaves. We may recall a very famous Mandukya Karika verse. Na nirodha na cha utpatti na baddha na cha sadhaka na mumukshu na vai mukta ityesha paramartatha. There is no dissolution, no birth, none in bondage, none aspiring for wisdom, no seeker of liberation, and none liberated. This is the absolute truth, paramarthata. When duality is perceived to be illusory and Atman alone is known as the sole reality, then it is clearly established that all our experiences, ordinary or religious, verily pertain to the domain of ignorance. Then one perceives that there is no dissolution, there is no destruction, no birth, no creation, no one in bondage, that is, no worldly being, and no one adopting means for the attainment of liberation, no seeker after liberation, and no one free from bondage. Our dual experience, characterized by the activities of prana, etc., is a mere illusion having Atman for its substratum, like the snake imagined in the rope, which is its substratum. The imagination characterized by the appearance of the snake in the rope cannot be produced from nor dissolved in the rope, nor is produced from the imaginary snake or dissolved in the mind, not even in the both. So, once the duality of knowledge and ignorance is gone, then the duality of bondage and liberation is also gone. There is no one bound anymore, and there is no one seeking liberation from the bondage anymore. There is neither rope nor snake anymore. And at this stage, where there is neither bondage nor liberation, even any expression on that state, on self, is gone. Once the I leaves upon realizing self, all other things in the flow leave at that very momentless moment. This is true. And even to be more precise, once self is realized, everything including the I are gone totally. Let us see Chinmaya's commentary. The world of the ego and its behavior all are comprehended together by the term ahamta. Similarly, all possible fields of experiences of the ego are together termed as the idam, means this. And the whole world of objects is the field defined by the term thisness. Thisness is idamta, if we may use such a term. That is the reason why in the commentary we took the term this as the world of experiences, idam. The sense of bondage and the sense of liberation are both conceived by the mind. Mind turned towards the sense objects is the mind in bondage. And it is such a sad and miserable mind existing ever in sense pursuits that conceives and comprehends a state of its own liberation from its present thraldom. To one who has transcended the equipments and has thus blasted the ego, which has now discovered its identity with the essential self, how can there be all these delusory misconceptions? Asks the fully liberated Janaka. There is this verse in Avadhuta Gita which roars, I am never born, neither do I die. In me there is no activity, either good or bad. I am all pure Brahman, without any attributes. Nirgunam Brahma, Vishuddham Nirgunam Brahma. Bandho Mukti Katham Mama. How then should there be in me anything like bondage or liberation? The last of the duality to leave is bondage and liberation. When there is no thought of bondage in the past or thought of being liberated in the present, when both of them are not there, this is the proof that the sadhaka has realized, rediscovered his or her true identity as self. Hari Om Tat Sat.